The Obamas harken back to another first family with their youthful embodiment of style, substance, and hope. And at the epicenter, the woman the president-elect calls
the rock of our family, the love of my life, the nation's next First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Michelle grounds me. She is my reality check. She knows my strengths, she knows my weaknesses, and what I'm going to rely more than anything on her for is a constant reminder of why do we do this? And she makes me laugh. She's just, she sees the humor in some situations where I might be taking myself too seriously.
So when they play Hail to the Chief, she's going to give you a little nudge, right?
She always knocks me down a peg. I mean, that's part of her function, and it's important.
Yeah, some people say you don't have much of a sense of humor.
Now that is not true, actually.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And she will vouch for the fact that I am actually pretty funny. She's funnier than me. I'm not going to lie. All ready?
As we discovered ourselves when Michelle Obama joined her husband. Mrs. Obama, your husband is known for his cool, for his discipline. Have you ever seen him get really mad, and if so, over what?
You know, I can make him mad. But generally, you know, he is this guy, has always been even-tempered, very hard to rattle.
How do you make him mad?
You know, usually...
By being unreasonable. But she's become more...
Well, let's show you.
She's become more reasonable as the years go by.
I see. If you argue, which one of you has the last word?
I do.
This is true.
Yes. I mean, it just because he's cool, calm, and collected.
And you're unreasonable, so you get the last word.
I'm not unreasonable. I'm usually right, but he just knows enough to say, well, you know, I'm going to let her have this one. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Yeah, what's the saying? When mama's happy, everybody's happy.
As America's first black First Lady, do you feel an additional responsibility as to how you carry out your role?
You know, I don't think about it in those terms. I mean, I think that this position has a huge responsibility in terms of, you know, being a good role model for the entire country. Does that feel like a burden? Not so much. I look forward to it. I'm excited about the potential of what we can do in the White House and for the nation.
Can I, sorry to be the producer, can I cut, you got a little lipstick on your tooth.
I'm going to leave this in. I think this is the most natural piece of television they've had.
Got it. Yeah.
Is it okay?
There you go.
I'm not going to cut this out. I'm going to leave. I just think it's so natural.
I just don't want people think she's got a chipped tooth or something.
I thought you were really listening to me.
I wasn't. You're making a great point, but
it was an outstanding point.
It was a great point, but you know, I was thinking, boy, that's.
Is it gone now?
It's gone now. All right.
Not only are you getting advice from your husband, you're getting advice from around the world. It seems former British Prime Minister Tony Blair's wife, Cherie Blair. Did you happen to hear or read what she said?
No.
Well, she warns that you will have to learn to take a back seat, and that you will not be able to have any kind of a career. And she says that that will be a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the person. I have never been the kind of person who's defined myself by a career or a job. I just never have. People used to ask me that during the course of the campaign. Is it hard for you to have stepped off the track and devoted your life to his dream? But the truth is that I believe in this man as our president and his vision for the country. And if that meant, you know, stepping away from my particular job for a year and a half, or for 4 or for 8 years, if you do what you're supposed to do,
right,
then you know, that's a small sacrifice to make.
And it's enough to keep you fulfilled.
Oh, well, I've got these great kids, too. I mean, and the truth is, you know, and Barack knows this about me, I love kids, and I love my kids. And this isn't to say that anyone who's working doesn't, but I enjoy the balance of having a job and having a set of projects and being able to have time to make sure that I'm in the girls' lives and making sure that we have time as a family. I mean, that's a full plate. I don't view myself as being in a position where I'm twiddling my thumbs and wondering, how am I going to get through the day? I've never experienced that in my life.
Especially now. You know, you're packing, you got to get the kids in a new school.
Oh, everything is going on. I mean, I joked with you earlier, this is an interesting experience where you spend a year and a half running, and then they give you like 6 weeks to change your life all around.
And not only changing their lives, but their children's lives as well. When we come back, Sasha, Malia, and why the White House may now be a very different place.